TBC, ITV, Sun Tours, Grand Melia, Serena Hotels, Johari Hotels, NMB Bank, Utopia Safaris, Meta and Honor Stories, Precision Air, Asas Milk, TBL, Tanzania Breweries Limited, 4GS, Jimbiza Camp in Selu, Omono Hotels, Crown Plaza, Star TV, Kilimanjaro Pure Drinking Water, TFS, Masai Land Lodge, Coca-Cola, Mount Meru, Zara Tours, Semetu Camp and River Camp, Masai Land, Ramada Hotel, White Sands, and all those who supported us. I'm truly honored and humbled to introduce and extend on behalf of the ministry sincere appreciation. Honorable guests of honor, may I take this opportunity to introduce the organizing committee. Please, wherever you are, please stand up so at least we see you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, guests of honor, Swahili International Tourism Expo. This is an indoor tourism expo organized by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism through Tanzania Tourist Board, TTB. The expo was initiated in 2014, aimed at promoting Tanzania as a destination. This year, we are making the 6th edition of SITE that comes at the moment when the tourism sector is revamping from the impacts of COVID-19. Guests of honor, SITE 2022 has been attended by exhibitors from the tourist value chain, including tour operators, hotels, cultural enterprises, financial institutions, and government authorities, to mention a few. Moreover, there are buyers from over 25 countries that are our strategic and emerging tourism sources markets. Trade visitors for SITE 2022 are expected to reach 5,000. Guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, before I leave the podium, I would like to recognize sponsors, as I've mentioned, including TPA, Tanzania Port Authority, who is our main sponsor. I also like to recognize Vodacom Tanzania, who's also our main sponsors, and the rest, as I've mentioned. Guests of honor, kindly allow me to take these opportunities to invite some of our key sponsors who have also made some serious impact on this year's event, so at least you give them recognition. May I start by Meta and Honor Stories. Please come forward. Yes. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, tunao sponsors wengi lakini kuna sponsor ambao kwa kipekee sana wamefanya event yetu kuwa ya kipekee. Naomba basi wapongeze kwa kuwapatia zawadi ndogo kwa kutambua mchango wao. Tumeanza na Honor Stories. TBC. TBC. Vodacom Tanzania. Tanzania Ports Authority. Asante sana, tumemaliza mheshimiwa. Honorable guests of honor, high table, ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of my time at the podium. Thank you very much for listening. Now salimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
Can we give a bigger round of applause to the Permanent Secretary, Professor Eliamani Sedoyeka? Thank you very much. To speak briefly on behalf of all the sponsors, may I now call to the podium for 2 minutes each. Representative from the Tanzania Port Authority, 2 minutes, to speak on behalf of all the sponsors, and Vodacom Tanzania. You all have 2 minutes to speak on behalf of all the sponsors. Please come.
Good morning. Honorable Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, I observe all protocols at the high table, a distinguished guest from the floor. On behalf of the Managing Director of Tanzania Ports Authority, we are delighted to be here as main sponsors of this event. We were able to make a decision to sponsor this event, considering the fact that the Tanzania Ports Authority is the gateway to the national economy. In recognition of that, we understand that Ports Authority also to join the hands of what the government is doing with the initiatives to do with the tourism. We are intending to have and launch a very big project to do with the cruise ship tourism in the country. So we thought it's imperative that we sponsor this event. We thought it's imperative that we sponsor this event to join the hands with the government, what they are doing with regard to the tourism in the country. But finally, you're aware that the nation, just a few months ago, the president launched the Royal Tour. You are aware that within this country, the tallest building in the nation is under the Tanzania Ports Authority. So we thought that it's important the nation to know that even how to see the sceneries of Dar es Salaam and all the suburbs. If you want to see that, you have to be on top of the building that's owned by the Tanzania Ports Authority. With these few remarks, thank you so much.
Your Excellency, Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. Philip Mpango, all distinguished guests at the high table, members of the audience, diplomats, and all senior officials from the government. We as Vodacom Tanzania are extremely proud to be part of this event. This is the first time we are participating in this, and we as a technology company and one of the leading technology companies in Tanzania believe that the power of technology can be harnessed to further accelerate tourism in Tanzania. We as Vodacom would like to stand here. As we say in Vodacom, we say pamoja tunaweza, together we can. We would like to assure everybody in the tourism industry that Vodacom is going to be there with you as your partner of choice, connecting you irrespective of where you are, helping you collect your payments, giving you customized products and solutions which accelerate your business in the tourism industry. I, Arjun Dhillon, I look after Vodacom business at Vodacom Tanzania. I'm representing the managing director. And on behalf of Vodacom and its entire team, we'd like to assure members of the tourism industry and the ministry that we are here as your partner of choice. Pamoja tunaweza. Thank you.
Thank you very much, jointly Tanzania Post Authority and Vodacom Tanzania. Interest of time, we are totally honored and delighted to be hosted in the Dar es Salaam region. Honorable District Commissioner, allow me to skip the invitation, which I know you've already extended to our guests of honor, and go directly to invite or to receive the greetings from Zanzibar, which will be given by Honorable Simai Mohamed Said, the Minister of Tourism and Heritage of the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar. Can we put our hands together as he comes to speak to us?
Nilifikiria perfume mwanzo. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Mheshimiwa Dr. Philip Mpango, the Minister responsible for tourism and natural resources, Mheshimiwa Pindi Chana, fellow ministers who are present here, along members of Parliament, who is being represented by the chairman from the Parliamentary Committee, my friend Harry James, who is here representing the Regional Commissioner, ambassadors, and if there are any high commissioners, but members of the diplomatic corps. I believe all have been recognized, all protocol observed. A very good morning to you all. That's not enough. Very good morning to you all. Much better. Assalamu alaikum. Your Excellency, let me take this opportunity first on behalf of the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar, on behalf of my President, His Excellency Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, who is sending his greetings for this important occasion that is taking place here. I believe in tourism, if you keep yourself locked, people will not know who you are. So the importance of networking and the continuous of marketing and promoting Tanzania, it is paramount for both parts of our two governments, the United Republic of Tanzania and the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar. And I can assure you, Your Excellency, that me and my fellow minister, we are united, we participate, and we share ideas together. And this is a very important part. Today is not a day for me to speak, but it is important as well that I'm expected to say a few words on behalf of our government. Your Excellency, the history of tourism in Tanzania goes back, I would say, mid-80s, 90s, and where we are today. I've always coined it and call it the bush and the beach. Yani kwa Kiswahili tunategemeana. Out of every 100 visitors who will visit the United Republic of Tanzania, 40% of them will end up going to Zanzibar. We need to protect this important brand. We need to enhance what we already owned. I know at times some of our neighbors, because tourism is it's a competition. It does not mean when the client is right here on the east coast of Africa and Tanzania, but our neighbors, fellow people from the other islands, which I do not wish to mention, they would like to see that tourists leaving Kilimanjaro and flying to other places. As for us now, Zanzibar, we have a better brand, we have better hotels, small, medium, and those exclusive part. So now as a destination, Tanzania, we are being mentioned, and a big thank you goes to His High Excellency, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Mama yetu, Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, for showing the way to us. I did inform Mheshimiwa Pindi, I think we need to do our own royal tour. So Mheshimiwa Pindi, she will be my tour guide in Serengeti and Manyara, and I'm going to be her tour guide in Zanzibar. But on one condition, I told Mheshimiwa Pindi, are you ready for skydiving? She said, no. Take the PS. So me and the PS have agreed that we are going to do skydiving in Zanzibar. Further to this, Your Excellency, the coast of East Africa, especially Tanzania, is still a virgin. We are now providing and have come up with a plan under the guidance of President Mwinyi to open up Pemba. Pemba, now we have special incentives. The plan is to have those nice, beautiful ecologies. But in order to combine these beautiful ecologies, we also have the need to see of opening up Tanga. Tanga seems to be like at times we need to put more effort and more energy, and it is a wonderful place, the mountains, Lushoto, the coast of Tanga, Sadani. In that way, we can create a triangular area where we can use Pemba, Dar es Salaam, Bagamoyo, and Unguja. And this area will be a wonderful equipment. Finally, Your Excellency, this is a piece of advice to my fellow minister. I understand most of wasaidizi wake mko hapa. Hakuna kitu kikubwa katika utalii kama urithi. Urithi ni sehemu moja muhimu sana. Sisi kwa Zanzibar upande wetu tunathamini sana jambo hili, na ni maagizo ya Mheshimiwa Rais. Karibuni nyote mnafahamu samanini pale mji mkongwe, Ngome Kongwe. Katika historia yetu tulikuwa tunajua kwamba Waarabu walikuja karne ya 18, kabla hapo walikuja Wareno kwenye 14th century mpaka 15th. Kulikuwa kuna pengo, nani aliishi mji mkongwe kati ya karne 10 mpaka 15. Leo kwa kufanya utafiti tumegundua kwamba mji mkongwe kulikuwa kuna watu wanaishi kati ya karne 10, hawa walikuwa ni Washirazi, ni Waislamu. Inawezekana walitoka upande wa kaskazini kutoka Ethiopia, lakini Washirazi hawa waliishi pia katika upande wa Unguja Kuu. Mimi naamini Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, ndani ya Dar es Salaam mpaka Tanga, kama tutafanya tafiti za kutosha za arkeolojia, japo kuna maeneo mengi yashajengwa, tutagundua kwamba historia yetu sisi sio ya kisiasa. Historia yetu sisi imetoka mbali zaidi ya hapo, na sisi ni wamoja, na sote ni Watanzania, lakini Watanzania jina limekuja baadaye, lakini sote sisi ni wamoja. Kwa niombe na nimwambie Mheshimiwa Waziri mwenzangu, Mheshimiwa Pindi Chana, na Katibu Mkuu besti wangu Profesa Amani, tuna urithi wetu Dar es Salaam wa majengo, Tanga, Kigoma. Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, wewe zamani ulikuwa waziri, nilikuwa nakuona pale nikienda Dar es Salaam Dodoma Hotel. Mimi kila nikienda Dodoma naangalia kile kituo cha reli, najiuliza yale mbao zina miaka mingapi? I think it is high time now the regional commissioners of all the regions to identify places, buildings which are of important historical value so that we can conserve. I think many people from Dar es Salaam will remember there was a place called Salamander, that beautiful building. It's gone. Now we have the church every time you pass Dar es Salaam. So this is an important area. Your Excellency, today it is not my day to speak. My day was supposed to be given greetings. I know me and the Deputy Minister of Tourism, tukitipewa mic hapa hatutoki. Kwa hiyo, thank you so much for the invitation, and thank you so much for making sure that our government was part of this, and we'll continue to work together. And for my friends who've come from Arusha and other places around Tanzania to join forces, wonderful to see you all here. Thank you for listening to me. God bless Tanzania. God bless Africa.
Your Excellency, our guest of honor, members of the High Table, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also delighted to mention that earlier this year, the Tanzania Tourism Board won an award, a prestigious award, which was given by the World Travel Awards. Can we put our hands together for that recognition and award? This award will be presented at later days, but for now, our guest of honor, allow me to request TANAPA to come forward and hand over the World Travel Awards trophy to the Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism. The trophy that was issued to Serengeti as the best destination for the entire continent.
Na mtazamaji, unaendelea kufuatilia matangazo mubashara kutoka katika ukumbi wa Mlimani City, ambapo ni Swahili International Tourism Expo, ama maonesho ya kimataifa ya utalii site. Na sasa ni uwasilishwaji wa tuzo ya eneo bora ama kivutio bora kabisa ambao ni Serengeti. Na sasa mamlaka husika, mwenyekiti wa bodi ya wakurugenzi anaiwasilisha hiyo sasa kwa makamu wa rais.
Nimeambia niseme neno moja tu, sijui kama moja, na nilishasema mengi zaidi ya moja. Mheshimiwa makamu wa rais, Mheshimiwa waziri wa utalii na maliasili, Mheshimiwa waziri anahusika na utalii Zanzibar. Neno moja ni gumu sana kulipata, lakini niseme hii award, hii World Travel Award, ni ya 4 mfululizo kwa Serengeti. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Huwa najiuliza, hatuwezi kuichukua moja kwa moja, watafute nyingine. Na washukuru sana wote mliochangia, maana hii upigiwa kura. Dunia nzima inatambua Serengeti. Niwakaribisheni sana Serengeti. Nimesema zaidi ya neno moja. Asante sana. Naomba tu nimkabidhi Mheshimiwa waziri hii award. Alitamka mwenyewe kwamba itamfikia Mheshimiwa rais. Sasa madam mko hapa, Mheshimiwa makamu wa rais, nafikiri ndio ngazi ya kufika inakotakiwa kwenda.
Mheshimiwa makamu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, kwa itifaki hiyo hiyo, kwa heshima na taadhima, award hii ni ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Na sisi tunatambua mchango mkubwa wa Mheshimiwa Rais Amiri Jeshi Mkuu Mheshimiwa Samia Suluhu Hassan. Samia Suluhu Hassan, oye! Piga kelele kwa Samia wake. Asanteni sana. Kupitia uzinduzi wa programu ya Tanzania The Royal Tour, lakini ametuwezesha kwa mambo mengi. Kuna pesa za uviko takriban bilioni 90.2, pesa za bajeti, miradi ya regrow. Hayo yote ni matunda ambayo yanaimarisha utalii ndani ya jamhuri. Hivyo kwa itifaki ambayo nimepokea award hii, Mheshimiwa makamu wa rais Daktari Mpango, tunaomba kwa unyenyekevu mkubwa award hii ikamfikie Mheshimiwa rais. Na tunakushukuru sana wewe kupata muda asubuhi ya leo kushirikiana nasi katika maonyesho haya maalum ya masuala ya Swahili International Expo. Mheshimiwa makamu wa rais, tunakushukuru sana. Makofi mengi kwa Mheshimiwa makamu wa rais. Asanteni sana.
ni tuzo hiyo yenye kutambua Serengeti kuwa ni eneo bora kabisa la kivutio na ni tuzo ya 4 mfululizo.
A round of applause once again. Thank you so much. And truly honored that we have Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan in the forefront to promote tourism in Tanzania. I now have the honor to invite to speak to us the Minister of Tourism and Natural Resources, Ambassador Dr. Pindi Hazara Chana, for official remarks, and then invite our guest of honor to also speak to us this morning and inaugurate this function. Thank you. Can we put our hands together for Honorable Minister Chana?
Na wasalimu kwa ile salamu ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Kwa kweli Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais Daktari Philip Isdori Mpango, tunayo heshima kubwa sana kutoa shukrani zetu za dhati asubuhi ya leo wewe Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais kuwa pamoja nasi katika maonyesho haya maalum ya Swahili International Expo. Tunatambua una kazi nyingi, lakini hii si mara yako ya kwanza kuungana nasi. Na tunatambua unathamini sana masuala ya utalii pamoja na mazingira. Kwa kweli tunakushukuru sana sana Mheshimiwa. Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, ni kutokana tu na muda, lakini tuna watu wengi ambao kwa kweli tungetamani wazungumze, waongee, lakini tunatambua baada tu ya muda mfupi una tukio lingine muhimu sana kwa maslahi ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Kwa hiyo moja kwa moja naomba niende kwenye hotuba yangu, na naomba nitumie lugha zote mbili kwa sababu tunawasiliana na dunia. Masuala ya utalii ni wa ndani na nje. Kwa hiyo naomba nitumie lugha zote mbili kwa ruksa yako. Honorable Dr. Philip Isdori Mpango, our Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, allow me to recognize representative from the ruling party present here today. Honorable ministers who are present here today. Honorable Simai, my brother Mohammed Said, Minister of Tourism and Heritage of Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar. Allow me also to recognize the presence of Honorable Angeline Mabula, Minister in charge for land. My Deputy Minister, Honorable Mary Masanja, Deputy Minister for Natural Resources and Tourism. Asante sana, ili ni jembe letu lingine linachapa kazi vizuri sana. Allow me to recognize representative of our regional commissioner. We have Honorable District Commissioner James Harry. Honorable DC Godwin Gondo is present with us here today, and other district commissioners who are here. Allow me to recognize your presence. Professor Eliamani Sedoyeka, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism. Asante sana, Professor. Permanent secretaries and deputy permanent secretaries who are present here today. Together with us, we have Chairman of Parliamentary Committee for Land, Natural Resources and Tourism, Honorable Ali Makoa. Asante sana. And he is joined with other delegates, Honorable Mzava, Honorable Dr. Samizi, Honorable Agnes, all the way from Dodoma, from the Parliament. Asante sana. Honorable Excellencies, ambassadors, representatives of international community. We have representatives inside and outside the country from East Africa Community, SADC, ECOWAS, COMESA, and many countries here. Quickly, I will recognize some of the countries, but I apologize if I'll skip one or another. We have from our embassies in the country, we have representatives from the Embassy of Uganda, Indonesia. If you are here, you can please raise so that we can recognize. Asante, Uganda, Indonesia, Kenya, India, Turkey, Mozambique, Rwanda, Malawi, Algeria, Republic of Sudan, South Sudan, Palestine, British High Commission, UNDP, Zimbabwe, Algeria, Oman, China, and all others, maybe if I've not mentioned in one way or another, but we recognize your presence. You can kindly wave. We say Asante Sana. participants of Site 2022, members of press, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow citizens of United Republic of Tanzania. So, naomba tena kwa mara nyingine kuwasalimu kwa ile salamu ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. I greet you in the name of United Republic of Tanzania. Honorable Vice President, I would also like, first of all, to thank Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, for her tireless effort in promoting the tourism sector by initiating Tanzania the Royal Tour program. Indeed, the program has played a vital role in boosting the number of tourists visiting destination Tanzania. For instance, this year from January to July 2022, a total of not less than 700,000 international tourists visited Tanzania, equivalent to an increase of almost 63% compared to 400,000 tourists who visited the country in the same period last year. Further, the contribution of tourism in the country is almost like 17% to the GDP, and the contribution of foreign exchange is almost like not less than 25%. Honorable Vice President Dr. Philip Isdori Mpango, Swahili International Tourism Expo site is an indoor travel and tourism fair, and that's why we are inside. We wish we could go outside, but the characteristics of Swahili International Tourism Expo is the indoor travel tourism fair, which was established in 2014 to promote Tanzania's tourist attraction and investment opportunities. The expo was established as a part of implementation of tourism marketing strategy to attract tourists to visit destination Tanzania, hence increase tourism contribution to the country's economy. As we all understand, we have diverse of these destinations. We have national parks, we have forests, we have beaches, and so many areas where we can visit. So since the establishment of Swahili International Tourism Expo, which took place 5 years consecutively since 2019, and its performance has been satisfactory with an increase in number of exhibitors and international semi-hosted buyers. For instance, between 2014 to 2019, the number of exhibitors increased from 40 to almost not less than 170, and international semi-hosted buyers from almost 24 to 200 respectively. Also, throughout the entire period, Swahili International Tourism Expo has been receiving support in form of cash and in-kind sponsorship from different tourism stakeholders. Honorable Vice President Dr. Mpango, as you may be aware that COVID-19 pandemic, which erupted in 2019, led the travel restrictions and closure of boundaries, and most of the airspaces all over the world were closed due to the pandemic. So, due to closure of boundaries, thus impacted negatively globally and global travel and tourism sector. Consequently, SITE was not held in 2020 and 2021. So this is the first time after COVID-19. So in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Tanzania took several initiatives for the recovery of the tourism sector, including preparation of the comprehensive COVID-19 recovery and sustainability plan 2020, 2024, 2025, which was prepared in 2020 while the pandemic was still rampant. Among the issues addressed in the plan was to enhance marketing and promotion of destination Tanzania by conducting various marketing activities. Honorable Vice President, on implementing the aforementioned plan, the Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism resumed tourism exhibitions in 2021 by taking a bold stand by hosting the first East Africa Regional Tourism Expo, IATE 2021, which took place in Arusha. Second, the ministry inaugurated the marketing strategies for promoting tourist attraction located in the Southern Circuit on 27 September 2022. Here we said we have to open Southern Circuit. Kwa hiyo kama nilivyosema, Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, sasa hivi tunahamasisha utalii kusini, na nitumie nafasi hii kwa heshima na taadhima kualika watalii, wawekezaji katika sekta za utalii kule kusini. Tuna maeneo mengi ya kutosha. Karibuni sana, milango ya wizara iko wazi, muwekeze, mtalii. Karibuni sana. Kwa hiyo Tanzania Southern Circuit Marketing and Promotion Strategy imekuwa ikiendelea. But also, number 3, we also hosted the 65th UNWTO CAF meeting from 5th to 7th October 2022 in Arusha. Na katika mkutano huu wa 65 wa UNWTO ambao ulifanyika pale Arusha, kwa kweli Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, tulipata wageni wasiopungua 500 walikuja katika mkutano, lakini vile vile kutalii. So this year we resume the Swahili International Tourism Expo site, whereby today you will officially open the 6th edition of the Swahili International Tourism Expo site 2022. Honorable Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, despite all that, Site 2022 align with the implementation of the ruling party, Chama cha Mapinduzi Manifesto, and the National 5-Year Development Plan 2021-2022 up to 2025-2026, which considered MICE tourism as one of the tourism strategic products towards attaining the target of 5 million tourists and revenue of a tune of $6 billion by 2025. Kwa hiyo hayo ndio matarajio yetu, kwamba ifikapo 2025 tupate takriban watalii wasiopungua milioni 5, lakini pato la taifa dola zisizopungua bilioni 6. Hayo ndio malengo. Na tunamshukuru sana Mheshimiwa Rais wetu Mama Samia, yuko vizuri. Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, mnatuongoza vizuri, tuna imani hapo tunafika. Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, Site 2022 bring together over 200 exhibitors and 100 international semi-hosted buyers from within and outside Africa. Moreover, Site 2022 is featured by tourism exhibition, seminars on tourism, investment forum, and familiarization trips to different tourist attractions in Tanzania. The theme for Site 2022 is in line with the World Tourism Day, which is taking tourism to the new heights. Tunataka tupeleke utalii kwenye viwango vya tofauti uko juu. Tunasema taking tourism to the new heights. Viwango vikubwa vinavyoeleweka. Kwa hiyo Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, with these short remarks, I would like to invite you, Honorable Daktari Philip Isdori Mpango, Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, to address and officially open the 6th edition of the Swahili International Tourism Expo site here in Dar es Salaam. Kwa heshima na taadhima, Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, na kukaribisha sana. Karibu. Thank you for listening.
Please get seated. Honorable Ambassador Pindi Hazara Chana, Member of Parliament, the Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism, Honorable Simai Mohammed Said, the Minister of Tourism and Heritage, Zanzibar. I recognize the ministers and deputy ministers present, Dr. Angeline Mabula and Honorable Mary Masanja, Honorable Harry James, representing the Regional Commission of Dar es Salaam, Honorable District Commissioners, Professor Eliamani Sedoyeka, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism, other permanent and deputy permanent secretaries present, members of Parliament hereby present, led by Honorable Ali Makoa, Member of Parliament and Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee for Lands, Natural Resources and Tourism, Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, and representatives of international organizations, the Board Chairman, I recognize our retired generals, George Waitara and Semfuko, distinguished participants, exhibitors, buyers, and sponsors of this expo, members of the media fraternity, organizers, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. I am very pleased to be here today to officiate the opening of the 6th edition of the Swahili International Tourism Expo 2022. And on behalf of Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, I wish to welcome you all to this important event that provides an opportunity to showcase the potential of the tourism sector in Tanzania. And for those who come from outside Tanzania, karibuni sana to the land of Kilimanjaro, the land of Serengeti, Spice Islands of Zanzibar, and the birthplace of the Kiswahili language. We are greatly honored by your presence, and we look forward to engage and partner with you. As the Minister said, this expo is being attended by more than 200 exhibitors from within and outside Tanzania. Over 100 international buyers from within and outside Africa, and more than 5,000 trade visitors. And moreover, this expo will be featured by business exhibitions, investment forums and seminars, speed networking sessions, cultural performances, and familiarization trips to unique tourist attractions across the country. With all this in place, I'm sure you will learn and enjoy a great deal and have a lot to tell by the time you reach the end of this special expo. And at this point, allow me to commend the honorable ministers, Minister Chana and my dear brother from Zanzibar, for your, as well as your teams, for organizing this event very creatively. And I appreciate your passion and zeal to move the tourism sector to the next frontier, actually to be the best in the continent. Hongereni sana. But remember, it is a target that you have to reach, not just sweet words. Honorable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, tourism is among the priority sectors of President Samia's administration. Her Excellency the President has been championing the revamping of the sector post-COVID-19. And through her innovative marketing documentary, famously known as the Royal Tour, Her Excellency has succeeded to revitalize the sector, and we have started to witness positive results in terms of increased tourist arrivals as well as revenues. Her contribution has been recognized by the World Tourist Organization during the Commission for Africa meeting held this October in Arusha, where she was given an award in promoting and reinvigorating the tourism sector, as well as making tourism a key economic driver. The significance of tourism sector in Tanzania is evidenced by its performance before the outbreak of COVID-19. For example, in 2019, the sector contributed 25% of total export earnings, generated revenue to the tune of $2.6 billion, and created more than 1.6 million direct and indirect jobs. And in that year, the country received 1.53 million inbound tourists. Post-COVID-19 recovery is also promising. According to the 2022 National Tourism Survey, tourism earnings recovered by 83% to $1.3 billion in 2021, where we received 922,692 tourists, which is an increase of about 48.6% compared with the performance in 2020. The government recognizes the importance of private sector as the driver and engine of the tourism sector over the years, and we have been taking a number of legal and fiscal reforms to support the growth of the sector. We have continued to improve tourism infrastructure, which includes construction of the standard gauge railway, building and repairing roads, airports, tourist camps, hiking trails, and scaling up our national carrier, Air Tanzania, in order to facilitate travels within Tanzania, as well as connecting the country to key tourist source markets. Also, since 2020, the government has been working to align infrastructures and providing incentives to attract investment as our strategic tourism product. In addition, we are vigorously promoting other tourist attractions, especially in the southern corridor of our country, namely Mikumi, Ruaha, Nyerere, Uzungwa National Parks, which we believe have a great potential to boost this sector and take it to even greater heights. The achievements recorded in the pre-COVID-19 pandemic period and the recent recovery is a clear testimony of our joint efforts by the government and the private sector to boost the development of the tourism sector. I therefore take this opportunity to welcome us to come to Tanzania and partner with us. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Tanzania is uniquely endowed with tourist attractions and resources comparable to none. Over 30% of the total land area, which is almost equivalent to the size of Germany, is preserved for national parks and reserves, marine parks, and the likes. Tanzania is home to 22 national parks, 24 game reserves, 27 controlled areas, 38 wildlife management areas, 19 nature reserves, 1 conservation area, and 3 Ramsar sites. In addition, the country has more than 125 ecological sites and historical sites, including the Oltupai Gorge, which is arguably the most important fossil site in the world that holds the earliest evidence of human ancestors. Moreover, we are also blessed with over 1,400 kilometers of coastline with pristine beaches, 3 marine parks, 15 marine reserves, 3 Great Lakes, the Spice Islands of Zanzibar, and on top of all this, Tanzania is home to the roof of Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro. The existence of all these attractions position Tanzania amongst the most popular tourist destinations in the world. And according to the 2022 Africa Nomad Report, Zanzibar is ranked 11th most loved destination in the world out of the top 100. In the same listing, the Northern Corridor was ranked the 12th. And in addition, according to the CNN Travel, the Ngorongoro Reserve and Kilimanjaro Mountain constitute 30 of Africa's most amazing places to visit. And as we have just been told, this month, our Serengeti National Park, famous for the annual wild-beast migration, won the UK-based World Travel Award 2022 as Africa's best national park 4 times consecutively since 2019. Congratulations to Serengeti. And the same award has named Nungwi Beach in Zanzibar as Africa's leading beach destination for the 2nd year running. So it is my hope that most of you will find time to visit one or the other of these tourist sites and get to be part of the unforgettable experience. I also wish to invite investors here present to use the opportunity to acquire all necessary information on investing in the tourism sector in Tanzania. There is a plethora of investment opportunities, including construction of hotels, lodges, holiday homes, developing amusement parks, sea and lake cruising, as well as expanding our tour operators and agencies, to say the least. I wish to assure you that Tanzania is the right place to invest, given the unique natural beauty, abundant tourism potentials, conducive policy framework, as well as peace, political stability, and a committed government leadership. Honorable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my expectation that through this expo, we will have a wide range of constructive discussions that will enable further strengthening of the tourism sector and thus stimulate accelerated economic and social development of our country. The government is ready to receive and act on your opinions and recommendations to address any concerns that you may have. Before I conclude my remarks, I also wish to challenge the ministries of tourism and other stakeholders in this sector. As I have illustrated, Tanzania is unquestionably endowed with abundant tourist attractions. However, the sector is not contributing to the economy as it should, compared with other peer countries with equivalent or even a less number of attractions. We need to ask ourselves, what are we not doing right? I am of the view that it is about time the ministries responsible for tourism on the mainland side as well as in Zanzibar and all stakeholders to take bold and aggressive promotion strategies to capitalize on President Samia's initiatives with emphasis on tapping the new or sleeping tourist sites across the country. And while doing so, we should also strongly promote domestic tourism and entice more citizens of different age groups to visit our ample tourist sites. I understand much progress has been made to entice tourist spending, as evidenced by the 2022 National Tourism Survey, whereby spending per tourist has improved from 199 US dollars per day in 2021 compared with 152 US dollars in 2020. Now, to achieve the $6 billion annual tourism earnings target by 2025 that you mentioned, we need to do more. And the general public is encouraged to take an opportunity to supply goods demanded by tourists, including the local cuisine and artifacts. I also wish to task the banking sector to continue easing payment systems, particularly encouraging the use of credit cards in the service industry, as well as service delivery and point of sale. On the other hand, players in the sector, including government institutions, must continue to enhance clientele services and address tourist concerns. Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before I end my remarks, I feel obliged to thank and recognize the support from Site 2022 key sponsors that were mentioned: the Tanzania Ports Authority, Vodacom Tanzania, CRDB Bank, TBC, Meta and Honor Stories, Air Tanzania, ITV, NMB Bank, Serena Hotels, Grand Melia, Tanzania Association of Tour Operators, Johari Rotana Hotel, Precision Air, Auric Air, and Sun Tours Safaris, just to mention a few. Your support has indeed contributed a great deal in making this event a success. Please use your respective areas of expertise to power tourism to the highest level and highest standards. Asanteni sana. Finally, let me reiterate that Tanzania offers a conducive, peaceful, and stable environment for business and investment. I encourage all potential investors to take advantage of the vast and untapped investment opportunities, especially in the sector of tourism. Bara na visiwani. We have been told here about the Southern Tourist Circuit, which I mentioned. The Minister of Tourism from Zanzibar drummed up for Pemba, Tanga, marine tourism, skydiving, cultural heritage, historical tourism, and so on and so forth. So I call upon all participants in this expo to use the opportunity as a platform to expand your business and strengthen our cooperation. Let us work together to take this sector to new and greater heights. Before I leave the podium, I promise to present the prestigious Serengeti Award to Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, the undisputed champion of tourism. And I promise to present that award this morning. So with these remarks, it is now my singular honor and pleasure to declare the 6th edition of Swahili International Tourism Expo officially opened. Thank you. Asanteni sana.
Nam ni hotuba ya mgeni rasmi Dr. Philip Mpango katika ufunguzi rasmi wa maonesho ya kimataifa ya utalii site ya Swahili International Tourism Expo. Mtazamaji wa Tanzania Safari Channel, hadi matangazo mubashara kutoka katika viwanja vya Mlimani City vinavyokutanisha wadau mbalimbali wa masuala ya utalii. Na sasa basi tuende kufuatilia kile ambacho kinaendelea.
Table, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are drawing very close to the end of the program, and we understand that you also have a pending program and a pressing one at the moment. So kindly allow us 2 more items on the program, which are: 1, to receive on behalf of, again, Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, as you rightly mentioned, disputed champion of tourism. She also has won an award by Tanzania Tour Guide. Can I invite the representative of Tanzania Tour Guide Award, who are here to present the award to Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan as Best Tour Guide of the Year 2022.
Na muni tuzo zingine ambazo zinaendelea kuwasilishwa hapa, mojawapo ni hii kwenda kwa Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan kama miongoni mwa wadau muhimu kabisa wa utalii. Kumbuka kwamba baada ya ile filamu ya Tanzania The Royal Tour ambayo yeye ndo alikuwa mshiriki mkuu katika filamu hiyo, hatimaye utalii Tanzania urejea tena kwa nguvu baada ya madhara ya COVID-19.
It's very difficult, but what I can say is that we recognize the role played by Honorable Samia Suluhu Hassan as the tour guide in the royal film, and as Tanzania Tour Guide Award Foundation, and me in personal as the chief judge, I announce her as the best tour guide for the year 2022. Thank you.
Naam, ni tuzo hiyo ya muongozaji bora wa utalii kwa mwaka 2022 ambayo moja kwa moja inaelekezwa kwa Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan na inakabidhiwa kwa Dr. Philip Mpango ili kuwasilisha kwa Amiri Jeshi Mkuu na pamoja na zawadi.
The profound contribution of Honorable Pindi Chana as a matron for Tanzania Tour Guide. So she's also awarded a matron for Tanzania Tour Guide Award. It's presented to Honorable Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism.
Na mtuzo mwingine ni kwenda kwa Waziri Dr. Pindi Chana ambaye naye pia anatajwa kwa msimamizi mzuri katika masuala ya uongozaji wa talii. Hii ni katika mchakato mzima wa kuhakikisha kwamba watalii wanafika nchini na wanapata huduma ambayo wanaistahili.
Naibu Waziri, Katibu Mkuu, Wizara, karibuni. Mpokee tuzo hii kwa pamoja. Our dear guests of honor, members of the high table, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have the last item on the program, which will be the group photo session. And we shall only have 5 photos. The first one will be the government leaders after the high table, then the chairpersons of the boards, members of the diplomatic corps, sponsors and partners, and the last picture will be by the hosted buyers. So may I kindly once again request our guest of honor to kindly, and the members of the high table, to kindly stand up. May I request you? Okay. So may I now request government leaders, all the government officials present here, to kindly come for a group picture. This will be followed by chairpersons of the boards.
Naam, sasa ni tukio la upigaji picha katika maonesho haya ya kimataifa ya utalii, ikiwa ni yamefunguliwa rasmi. Mkutano huu ni maonesho haya ni ya siku 3 na yameanza tangu hapo jana, lakini hii leo ndio ufunguzi rasmi na umefanywa na makamu wa rais. Na sasa ni wakati wa upigaji picha na mgeni rasmi, picha za kumbukumbu. Hapa ni Mlimani City, katika kumbi za Mlimani City, ambapo ndipo panafanyikia maonesho haya ya amoni ya 6, na vile vile ikiwa ni kwanza mara baada ya kupita kwa lile wimbi la COVID-19. Na mbali ya hiki ambacho kinaendelea hivi sasa na baada ya ufunguzi, ni kwamba mambo mengine mengi yataendelea pia, ikiwemo semina mbalimbali, lakini pia matukio ya pembezoni, ikiwemo majukwaa ya uwekezaji ambayo yatakutanisha watu mbalimbali, pamoja na kuwakaribisha wawekezaji zaidi kuja kuwekeza katika sekta ya utalii. Lakini vile vile kutakuwepo na mazungumzo kuhusiana na masuala ya usafirishaji wa watalii, pamoja na maonesho yanahusisha bidhaa mbalimbali, ama yale yenye mnyororo mzima katika masuala ya utalii, kwa sababu kuna waoneshaji wengi tu ambao wamefika kwa ajili ya shughuli hii ya site 2022. Imetajwa kwamba kuna waonyeshaji zaidi ya 200 ambao wapo nje ya viwanja vya Mlimani City kutoka nchi 50, wakionyesha mambo mbalimbali yanayohusiana na utalii, ikiwemo namna ya kupokea watalii, lakini vile vile uongozaji wa watalii na kusafirisha watalii kupeleka katika maeneo yanayohusika. Lakini vile vile kutakuwa kuna semina za hao waoneshaji ambao pia watakunanishwa na wadau wengine mbalimbali katika sekta ya utalii. Vile vile kutoka kuna kongamano la masuala ya uwekezaji ambalo litahusisha wawekezaji zaidi ya 200 ambao wanashiriki katika tukio hili. Mtazamaji, miongoni mwa yale ambayo yamezungumzwa na makamu wa rais ni pamoja na jitihada na serikali mara tu baada ya kupita kwa wimbi la COVID-19, na zimetajwa kwamba zimeonyesha kuzaa matunda kutokana na ongezeko kubwa la watalii ambao wanaingia nchini hivi sasa. Na hii pia imechangiwa kwa kiasi kikubwa na kurushwa kwa filamu ile ya Tanzania The Royal Tour.
Thank you for your continued support.
Lakini vile vile Dr. Mpango amesema serikali imeendelea kuimarisha mazingira mbalimbali katika utalii, ikiwemo kuboresha miundombinu kama vile ujenzi wa SGR, lakini pia miundombinu kama viwanja vya kurukia na kutua ndege katika maeneo mbalimbali ya utalii. Vile vile Tanzania imeendelea kuweka mazingira rafiki kwa wawekezaji katika sekta ya utalii, na hivyo kuwakaribisha wawekezaji zaidi kwa ajili ya kuwekeza katika sekta hiyo. Pia Dr. Mpango ameitaka na ametoa wito kwa sekta ya utalii kuchangia zaidi katika pato la taifa kwa kutangaza zaidi na kukaribisha wawekezaji zaidi ili kuongeza pato zaidi na hatimaye kuchangia pato hilo kwa maendeleo ya taifa. Na pia amewataka wadau mbalimbali katika sekta ya utalii kushirikiana na mamlaka za utalii ili kupeleka utalii katika viwango vya juu zaidi, kama ambavyo ilitajwa hapo awali na Waziri wa Maliasili na Utalii Dr. Pindi Chana kwamba sasa hivi mkakati wao ni kupeleka utalii juu zaidi. Lakini vile vile hapo awali alizungumza Waziri wa Utalii na Mambo Kale Zanzibar Simai Mohamed Saidi, pia alisisitiza swala zima la ushirikiano katika kati ya wadau wanaohusika na masuala ya utalii kwa Tanzania bara, lakini vile vile Zanzibar, kwa sababu inafahamika kuwa miongoni mwa kivutio kikubwa kabisa cha utalii ni pamoja na kisiwa cha Zanzibar ambacho sio tu kwa kufurahia zile fukwe nzuri ikiwemo ya Nungwi ambayo imetajwa kwa fukwe bora, lakini vile vile kufurahia mambo kale. Na hivi karibuni tu kumefanyika utafiti na kubainika kwamba kumekuwepo na mabaki katika eneo la Ngome Kongwe, ambapo na pia Simai Mohamed Said amesisitiza kufanyika kwa utalii kwa utafiti zaidi katika maeneo mengine ya Tanzania ili kuweza kubaini maeneo ya vivutio vya kale. Picha zaidi zinaendelea kupigwa za wadau mbalimbali walioshiriki katika tukio hili na waliofanikisha tukio hili, na miongoni mwa wale ambao wametajwa kufanikisha tukio hili ni pamoja na bodi ya utalii nchini TTB, lakini vile vile kuna kamisheni ya utalii Zanzibar, mamlaka ya usimamizi wa wanyamapori Tanzania TAWA, lakini vile vile mamlaka ya TANAPA, bila kusahau makumbusho taifa, mamlaka ya hifadhi ya Ngorongoro, lakini pia TFS, mamlaka ya masuala ya hifadhi wa miti, na chuo cha taifa cha utalii, bila kusahau TBC nao pia wameshiriki katika tukio hili muhimu kabisa.
We are truly grateful for your presence in Tanzania and for your readiness to partner and collaborate with tourism sector in Tanzania. Thanks to you, the hosted buyers.
Matukio ya upigaji picha bado yanaendelea kati ya wadau waliofanikisha tukio hili muhimu kabisa kwa mwaka 2022, ukiwa ni mkutano wa 6 wa maonesho ya kimataifa ya utalii yenye kujumuisha vitu mbalimbali vinavyohusika na masuala ya utalii. Ni mkutano ni maonesho ya siku 3 ambayo yameanza tarehe 21 hapo jana na yatadumu hadi kesho siku ya Jumapili. Na hii leo ndio ulikuwa ni ufunguzi rasmi uliofanywa na Dr. Philip Mpango, makamu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Mtazamaji, pia ni kukumbushe tu kwamba Simai Mohamed Said ambaye ni waziri wa utalii na mambo kale Zanzibar, katika hotuba yake pia Pindi Chana ambaye ni waziri wa maliasili na utalii wa Tanzania, kwamba na wao pia pengine wafanye mchakato wa kutengeneza filamu nyingine inayofanana na ile ya Tanzania The Royal Tour, lakini yenyewe ikihusisha ngazi ya mawaziri, kwa maana ya yeye Simai Mohamed Said kumkaribisha waziri wa maliasili na utalii wa Tanzania bara kumtembeza kule bara kule visiwani, kisha naye Simai Mohamed Said awe mgeni kwa kutembezwa katika vivutio mbalimbali na waziri Dr. Chana, kwa maana ya vivutio vilivyopo Tanzania bara, na vile vile kuhusika ama kupitia katika ule utalii wa bahari na fukwe, ambapo huko basi bila shaka Profesa Eliamani Sedoeka ambaye ni katibu mkuu Wizara ya Maliasili na Utalii atahusika kwa upana wake. Na hao ndio miongoni mwa ile kamati ambayo ilihusika kuandaa site ya mwaka 2022, maonesho ya kimataifa ya utalii na Maswahili International Tourism Expo 2022, ikiwa ni maonesho ya 6 mara baada ya mwaka 2020 na 2021 kutofanyika kutokana na wimbi kubwa ama madhara yaliyotokana na kusambaa kwa uviko 2019. Na mara baada ya picha hiyo inatajwa kwamba sasa kwamba Mgeni rasmi sasa atatoka kwenye ukumbi huu na bila shaka pale nje atapita katika mabanda mbalimbali kwa ajili ya ile meza ya kwanza, ikiwemo waziri ambao wamefika hapa kama unavyoona, Dr. Angeli na Mabula, lakini vile vile waziri Malesili na utalii pamoja na wadau wengine na Profesa Eliamani Sendoyeka ambaye ni katibu mkuu Malesili na utalii. Na sasa Dr. Philip Zidoni Mpango anatoka nje ya ukumbi huu kwa ajili ya kwenda kuendelea na shughuli zingine, na tukio hili litaendelea kwa siku 2 kwa siku ya kesho, ambapo mambo mbalimbali yatakuwa yakiendelea, ikiwemo swala makongamano mbalimbali ya uwekezaji, lakini vile vile ya wadau wanaohusika na mnyororo mzima wa utalii, wakiwemo wasafirishaji bidhaa mbalimbali ambazo pia huwa zinauzwa kwenye maeneo ya utalii, nayo pia yapo yakionyeshwa katika viwanja vya Mlimani City. Kwa niaba ya wenzangu wote walioshiriki matangazo haya, Nicholas Mbaga, Esther Mshana, Wasila Hafidhi na Mary Hondo walikuwa wanapiga picha, mafundi mitambo